All Saints Parish, established 1767. Anglican services were held on Waccamaw Neck by 1737, with the chapel being built on land purchased from Percival Pawley. All Saints Parish, Waccamaw, created out of Prince George Winyah Parish in 1767, was the third Anglican parish created in present-day Georgetown County. And I'd have never thought this much traffic was on this road. You don't want to touch that. Jim, why don't you want to touch this?
Red bugs. And if anybody tells you that there's not red bugs in there, they're lying to you. Watch out.
It's on the National Register of Historic Places. See a little bit inside. Alright, so we're on the hunt for Alice Flagg. We've never been here before, so it might take a minute, but
We're looking for a flat stone with just the word Alice on it. Okay, probably has trinkets on it.
this is a different cemetery compared to some of the ones we visited.
This is pretty cool. Sorry, this one just kind of caught my eye.
Yeah. Last name Post. We'll get up there and read it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that my eyes are that good, but I'll see.
So this is where we just entered from, and as we start to look around, like I said, we've never been here before. A little bit about Alice Flagg. It's probably the most famous ghost from the coast. Ghost from the coast, that kind of rhymes. Maybe that should be the title of the video. So anyway, Alice Flagg is definitely one of the more popular from the Grand Strand area. She was born about 1834, and this story began about 1849. Her father had passed away, and so her mother and brother, Allard, were in charge of her. So anyway, Alice meets this lumberjack guy. She falls in love almost immediately. So she is definitely in love with him at first sight. He calls upon her for a date. Allard meets him and makes him get out of the carriage and ride on horseback. Allard rides with her in the carriage. After that, Allard sends her off to Charleston. Basically thinking that she'll forget about him and move on with her life, and she'll be better off. Alice's mother once said, her mother's name was Margaret Elizabeth Blaine Flagg, "Every woman must leave her mark on earth. And how can you etch on earth anything that is worthwhile if you attach yourself to this common lumberman?" She is still in love with him and still plans to see him. While she's in Charleston, she starts getting depressed. She eats less and less, becomes deathly ill, probably malaria. Her brother Allard gets word of this.
No, he's a doctor.
He's a doctor. So was her dad too, but he was a big planter as well. Her brother gets word of this, goes to Charleston to get her. By some accounts, it takes 4 days to go just down the coast to get her. He finds her, she's in a coma. He rescues her, picks her up in his arms, carries her back. So on the way back, the 4 days back down the coast, back up the coast from Charleston to Pawleys Island, it's a rough journey. She slips further into a coma. Dr. Aller gets her back home, starts searching for a heartbeat. He finds a ribbon tied around her neck where she kept her ring. The ring from her lumberjack man. He throws it into the marsh. That was the best sound effects I could do.
Low budget.
Yeah, we're low budget. She awakes, starts calling out, "Has anyone seen my ring? Have you seen my ring?" And here lies Alice. She died of a broken heart. Or did she die of malaria? Some people say she's not even buried here. So you can see where superstition, where people will walk around.
And shared french fries with her.
They say 6 times, 13 times. And I'm really surprised there's no rings here.
I think they do clean it fairly regularly, but yeah, you're supposed to bring gifts, and Alice has plenty of gifts pictured in other photos of the grave.
So do you believe Alice is really buried here?
I do.
Do you believe she died of a broken heart or malaria?
I don't know. I do believe you can die of a broken heart.
So just a simple word, Alice.